All right, here we go. Hey, I'm too old. Go.
Yeah, I totally understand, homeowner. So if we were to take, you said you've been in this home for the last 23 years, right? If we were to take every single statement you've ever paid to FBL, we stacked on this table, it means nothing monetarily to you, right?
Right.
Right, so when you switch over to solar, every single time you make that payment, that's going back into your home value. And then you mentioned earlier that your daughter lives down the block with her family, right? And then, God forbid, when that time does come, you said you were going to give the house down to her. Yes. How do you think she would feel when she moved into this home and then, let's say, the next 10, 20 years, she would never have a utility bill for the rest of her life? Do you think she would feel grateful for that?
Okay, cool. Hey, by the way, everybody, remember this. Ask great questions, get great answers. When they say you're too old, this is where I would ask a question. Because what do we need? We need to understand more information. I want everybody to understand something. In order to be a good closer, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth. If they say too old, you can immediately go, oh, too old, strike. Does that make sense? Or say, I totally understand. When I hear you say you're too old, like too old to save money, or too old as in if you're gonna die, so like the house, like you feel like you're gonna die and like the house is really not gonna be yours for much longer. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Put my hands.
So ask that and then go into that?
Yeah, but watch, but you need more information.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Guys, everybody say I need more information.
Need more information.
Sometimes you can't close something, there's not a word track, you need more information. So how do you get more information? What did I say? I said, hey, I totally understand. We're always going to say, hey, I totally understand. And when I hear you say you're too old, see, I'm rephrasing it. I'm not going to say what I hear you say is this. I'm going to say when I hear you say you're too old, is it too old to save money? Or is it like too old as in if you don't feel like that you'll be around and so it really doesn't matter what's going on with the home? Which one? Why? Because I need more information. Well, I'm too old to save money. You're never too old to save money. If gas went to $20 a gallon on your car right now, you're not too old to save money. Everybody's not too old to save money. Stop getting distracted. Are you ready to turn your annual income into your monthly income? If you want to make more money in 2025 than ever before, you want to recreate your life, you want to put a financial fence around your family, you're ready to change, you got to be like my boy Tommy here. He's training on the Elliott Training Academy. Listen, it takes a couple things. Number one, life coaching, leadership training. The quality of your life will always come down to the level of your leadership. So the life that you have now is because the leader that you are. It's time to change. If you're ready to change your life, download now. That's a fallacy. And by the way, for the next 7 years, 10 years, 25 years, you're going to be alive, whatever it is, you're never too old to save money. This is just a simple agreement. Do you want to overpay and get taken advantage of, or would you like to protect yourself for the rest of your life that you're around? Okay? I'm pretty sure that you'd like to protect yourself. Secondly, if there is a spouse there, okay? I got a husband, I got a wife. Is there a wife? Say, sir, I totally understand. When you say you're too old, is it too old to save money or too old you're not going to be around? He said, I don't know how much longer I'm going to live. I totally understand. But by looking at your wife, she looks like she's going to be around for a very long time. And heaven forbid you were going to pass. I can only imagine being in heaven looking down and they were taking advantage of her on the utility bill. That would upset you, wouldn't it? Well, listen, if you can't do it for yourself, I know at least we could do it for her. Stop. Okay, if you had to write a check for your family's safety's worth, you probably couldn't write it, could you? But if you could, you probably would. That's what you're doing now. You're protecting her. Okay? It's a selfless signature. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter to you, but we got to make sure she's taken care of. You guys feel me? Find an area. Find an area, guys. What if he says, well, I probably won't live more than 7 years. 10 years, I won't be around. I totally understand. I don't know what your will looks like. I haven't seen it. But what I would want to know is that it's probably going to someone. And whoever that goes to, I'm sure that the money, whether it's in the account or whether it's in an asset, you want them to get as much as possible. Would you agree? Yes or no? Well, this house having solar, being inflation proof, I'm not guessing somebody's going to be moving in here and they would take advantage of the benefits of that, but they would take advantage of the increased property value and the home being worth more money. And it really doesn't cost you anything today except for have an agreement in place in which for the rest of your life you are taken care of until you pass, and then when you do pass, they get the benefits of getting more money on an appraised home. It's a win-win. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So doing nothing right now actually screws the person that when you die and you for the time being while you're alive. And nobody wants to get screwed here. Move them. Ask a question. Move them. If you're ready to change your life, Download now.